Welcome to the Passport Soccer 2025 CONCACAF Gold Cup Preview, Group A. Let's jump right in. The second largest country by population at the Gold Cup with 132 million inhabitants, Mexico were the most successful nation in the tournament's history, winning the competition 9 times. The national team's nickname is El Tri in reference to the 3 colors of Mexico's flag, green, white, and red. After a rocky few years for Mexico, the traditional powerhouse nation of CONCACAF seems to have found their form again, winning the last Gold Cup in 2023 and the last CONCACAF Nations League in March of this year. The return of Javier Aguirre has seemingly brought some stability to El Tri, while the re-emergence of striker Raul Jimenez has rejuvenated the players on the pitch. With the Gold Cup being the last competitive matches for Mexico before co-hosting the 2026 FIFA World Cup, this is a key moment for Aguirre to assess his squad and see which players can leave their mark and take part in the World Cup. Mexico will come in as favorites, and the expectation for Mexico supporters will be for El Tri to lift their 10th Gold Cup trophy come July. Mexico were drawn against Honduras in the Nations League quarterfinals last November for a spot at the Gold Cup. A very poor start away in San Pedro Sula saw Mexico head into the second leg at home down 2-0, but a late surge in the second leg by Mexico resulted in a 4-0 win, sending them through to the Gold Cup 4-2 on aggregate. The vastly experienced Javier Aguirre is in his 3rd stint as Mexico's head coach. Aguirre was in charge of Mexico at the 2002 and 2010 World Cups and is in line to coach in his 3rd World Cup next summer. Javier Aguirre surprised some by moving to a 4-4-2 during the Nations League finals to get the 2 Jimenezes on the pitch together, Raul and Santi. His gamble paid off, and expect him to roll with that formation again this summer. Luis Malagón is expected to start in net if Club America fail to reach the Club World Cup. Cesar Montes and Johan Vazquez have established themselves as the first-choice center-back pairing, while Edson Alvarez remains a key cog in the Mexico midfield. Energetic winger Cesar Huerta is expected to line up on the left, with Roberto Alvarado on the right. Santi Jimenez and the in-form Raul Jimenez are expected to partner up top. Mexico will play in the opening match of the 2025 Gold Cup versus debutants Dominican Republic in California. Mexico will then face Costa Rica in Nevada before traveling to Texas to close out group play versus Suriname. Costa Rica are entering their 23rd Gold Cup and have been crowned champions on 3 occasions when the tournament was known as the CONCACAF Championship. Costa Rica won the inaugural edition in 1963, again in 1969, and their latest triumph was in 1989. The Central American nation has a population of 5.1 million, and its national team is nicknamed Los Ticos. After the surprising departure of Gustavo Alfaro in August of 2024, in stepped a familiar face in CONCACAF, Miguel Herrera, well known for his time in charge of Mexico at the 2014 World Cup. Herrera has picked up where Alfaro left off, moving Costa Rica on from their golden generation and integrating more and more exciting young talent. If last year's Copa America was a bit of a test run for many of these young players, this summer could be a chance to prove that real progress has been made for Costa Rica, and that this new generation could find similar success to their predecessors. The return of legendary goalkeeper Keylor Navas, back from international retirement, could provide a big boost for the squad heading into the summer. Though Costa Rica has found success in qualifying for World Cups, reaching 5 of the last 6 editions, they've struggled to make a real impact at the Gold Cup, with their last finals appearance coming in 2002. After losing to Central American rivals Panama in the Nations League quarterfinals, Costa Rica were drawn against Belize in a home-and-home to determine who would qualify for the 2025 Gold Cup. Costa Rica dismantled Belize away from home 7-0 in the first leg, before winning handily again in 6-1 in the reverse fixture. An impressive 13-1 on aggregate over 2 legs. This is Miguel Herrera's first coaching job outside of Mexican football. He led Mexico during the 2014 FIFA World Cup, and the hope in Costa Rica is that his experience and energetic style can help guide this new generation of Costa Ricans to success at the Gold Cup and earn a place at the World Cup in 2026. Herrera could line Los Ticos up in a 5-3-2 formation. The return of Keylor Navas means he's the likely starter in goal. Experienced center-back Francisco Calvo is likely to line up alongside Alexis Gamboa and Feyenoord youngster Jalen Mitchell as the 3 center-backs. The 3 in midfield are spearheaded by exciting talent Brandon Aguilera, and an exciting front two of Alonso Martinez of New York City FC and Manfred Ugalde should cause opposing defenses plenty of issues. Costa Rica opened their Gold Cup campaign in San Diego against Suriname before traveling to Arlington, Texas to face Dominican Republic. They closed out group play against Gold Cup favorites Mexico and Nevada. Suriname ended a 36-year wait to return to the Gold Cup when they qualified for the 2021 edition. After missing out in 2023, Suriname are back for their fourth Gold Cup appearance. Located in South America but part of CONCACAF, Suriname has a population of 633,000 and its capital is Paramaribo. The national team is referred to as Natio, which in Dutch means national. Suriname entered the Gold Cup looking to reach the knockout stages of the competition for the first time in the nation's history. The South American nation continues to add plenty of dual national talent to their ranks ever since a rule change in 2019 saw dual nationals be able to obtain a Suriname passport and represent the country. Due to past Dutch colonial rule, many of these dual national players were born in the Netherlands, including the likes of Geraldo Becker and Girano Kirk. More exciting names have been added to the Suriname preliminary squad for the tournament, including Bochum midfielder Jean-Paul Boetius. Now it's up to coach Stanley Mezzo to mesh the talented group together. Expect Suriname to become more and more of a force in CONCACAF as they continue to strengthen their squad. Suriname were unable to top Canada in the Gold Cup quarterfinals, meaning they were drawn against Martinique in the final round of qualifying. Two tight matches against the Caribbean island saw Suriname prevail 1-0 on both occasions. The legendary Ajax keeper Stanley Mezzo, who played 6 times internationally for the Netherlands, is back for his second stint in charge of Suriname, with his first being in 2022. He hopes to lead Suriname to the knockout rounds for the first time in the nation's history. Suriname is expected to line up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Warner Hahn of Hammarby is expected to start in goal, a back four with plenty of European experience, and just in front of that back four, normally a left back for his club QPR, Kenneth Paul plays in the center of the pitch for his nation. Girano Kirk and Geraldo Becker will provide threats from the wings, and Vleiter of OFK Belgrade is expected to lead the line. Suriname opened group play against Costa Rica and San Diego before traveling to Texas to play their final 2 group games against Mexico and Dominican Republic. This will be the Dominican Republic's first ever appearance at a senior international tournament. A country known for its exploits in baseball is slowly turning into a footballing nation. Dominican Republic has a population of 11.6 million and its capital and largest city is Santo Domingo. It's been a very long wait for major tournament football for the Dominican Republic. Long considered an afterthought in football, the Dominican Republic has made massive strides in recent years. Part of this is due to an aggressive push to add dual nationals to the national team setup, including players like Junior Firpo and Mariano Diaz, which has raised the profile and ability of the squad. Proof of this is seen not only in qualifying for the Gold Cup this summer, but also qualifying at youth level for the U20 World Cup in 2023 for the first time ever, as well as qualifying for the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris. Dominican Republic have been drawn into a difficult group and have a baptism of fire in their first ever Gold Cup match, the opening match of the tournament against favorites Mexico. But no matter what happens this summer, being a part of this tournament is just another step forward in the growth of football in the Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic qualified for the Gold Cup via the Nations League, winning their League B group impressively, going a perfect 6 wins out of 6 and only conceding 4 goals. The Argentine Marcelo Nevelev has helped transform this Dominican Republic squad and qualified them for their first ever Gold Cup. This is his first national team head coaching position. Nevelev is expected to line Dominican Republic up in a 4-5-1 formation. Xavier Valdez of Nashville SC has seemingly grabbed the number 1 spot after moving up from the Olympic U23 squad. A back four that all ply their trade in Europe, including recent dual national switches Juan Familia Castillo and Real Madrid youngster Edgar Puyol. Junior Firpo could line up in a more advanced position than we normally see for his club, while all-time appearance leader John Carlos Lopez, who plays domestically in Dominican Republic, is expected to start in midfield alongside another high-profile dual national switch in Pablo Rosario, who is expected to make his debut in the June World Cup qualifiers. Mariano Diaz is still without a club, but is expected to be the starting striker for the Dominican Republic. It will be a night to remember for the Dominican Republic as they open the 2025 Gold Cup against Mexico and California on June 14th. They then travel to Texas for their final two group stage matches against Costa Rica and Suriname. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of Group A and which two nations will advance to the knockout rounds.